Hi everybody, Dave Novak, Prevention Pest Control. Hey, one of the things we like to talk about in the spring is people are looking for plans to build a nice deck. So I'm at my customer's Robert's house. He's got one of the best decks that I've seen in a long time. And one of the things I want to point out is he's got an access panel to get underneath it. And I cannot stress to you how important that is in regards to pests. First of all, this one's obviously up off the ground, but even if this deck was this high, I always recommend people to make some kind of an access panel. If you think back to where decks were built, 15, 20 years ago, it wasn't nice like this up and down. It was the old lattice work, the big holes in them, X's all over the place, so you get animals, bees, everything gets in there. The reason that you want to have an access panel though is we get a lot of people who have bees getting up under the deck. So every time they sit on the deck or fire the grill up, there's bees coming out from all over. We try to treat it, try to get a duster in there or something and get down under that board. You can't get access to it. So if we have a panel like this, we can open it up, we can spray under there, and if we have to, we can crawl under there and actually put our suit on and dust the nest there. So we need the access for that. Number two, when you're building a railing, now this one's nice because it's got this kind of style, but if you remember when you've seen decks in the past, they've got two boards that go like this at the top. And every one of those gaps where the spindle is, the wasp would build up there. So when you go to build a deck, if you're going to do that kind of a look, only do a board on one side of the railing. That way that cuts down on that. The other reason you do an access panel like this is if you were to get a skunk or a groundhog living underneath it, you're going to definitely want to have an access panel so you can put the trap in there and shut the door. Otherwise, if you got a trap set out in the open like this, you could catch 20 raccoons before you get the skunk or whatever's under there. So you don't want to have to compete with Mother Nature out here, put the trap in there and go from there. So I know that we're getting close to warm weather. Everybody's thinking about improvements, building a deck, all those kind of fun things. If you do, always put an access panel in it. You'll thank me later. Until next time, thanks.